Hi, fifth graders, back again with one final method for division this week, and this one is adding zeros in. So my first example is on page 163, and I'm just walking through the problem that they present to you, where 8 friends bought movie tickets, and the total cost was $78, and we want to know how much each friend paid. So looking at this problem, 8 does not go into 78 perfectly, okay? We know that it goes into 78 9 times. So 9 is going to go on top of the 8, and we're going to multiply like normal, okay? So 9 times 8 is 72, and I am left with a remainder of 6. Now, we can't answer the question right now because 9 remainder 6 doesn't quite work. So this is the fun part. We get to extend our dividend by placing a decimal point. That decimal point is going to go right after that last digit. And remember that a decimal point in the dividend also means that you're going to have a decimal point in your quotient, and they have to be lined up, okay? Now, we add one more step here. We can put a 0 on the end to keep this dividend going. So if I look at this problem now, I have another digit. This digit gets brought down like normal in our normal dividing steps. And now I have 60 divided by 8. Okay, I'll pause there for a sec. So 60 divided by 8 is 7. Well, it goes in 7 times. And 8 times 7 is 56. So I am left with a remainder of 4. Now again, 9 and 7/10 doesn't quite answer the question all the way because we still have this remainder of 4, and you can't have remainder 4 as an answer in this case. So we're going to add an extra 0. So just add that 0 at the end here. And since we have another 0 in our dividend, that means we get to bring it on down. So now I have 40 divided by 8, which is perfectly divisible here. So it goes in 5 times. 5 times 8 is 40. And I have nothing left over. And if you notice, since I have no remainder here, oops, right here, it means that we have 8 going into this number evenly, if that makes sense. So the final answer would be $9.75. Okay, let's try one more where there's a decimal point in the dividend already, and you have to add those extra zeros. And if you're following along right now, you are lucky because I am doing one of your problems on page 163. So remember that you need to show all the steps too, because it's really easy to make a mistake, especially with long division. So we will do number 15, which is 141 and 2/10 divided by 5. All right, so let's start with 5 going into 1, which it can't. But 5 can go into 14. It can go in 2 times. Oh my gosh, crucial step. Put that decimal point so you don't forget it. I almost forgot. Okay, so 5 times 2 is 10. Let's subtract. I am left with 4. Bring down that 1. And now I have 5 into 41. 5 goes into 41 8 times. 5 times 8 is 40. And I have a remainder of 1. Bring down that 2. We have 12 divided by 5. 5 can go into 12 twice without going over. 5 times 2 is 10. And subtract, we're left with a remainder of 2. Here's the fun part. You get to add a 0. So put that 0 right behind the 2. So now we have hundredths in our problem. And now we need to bring this 0 down to join this lonely 2. All right, so now we have 20 divided by 5, and that's 4. And 5 times 4 is 20. We are left with no remainders, so we get a nice even answer at the top of 28 and 24 hundredths. Okay, so I know that that was a lot, so please reach out if you have any questions or if you need some help. I am here. So thanks for following along today.